Alright, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I hope your Thursday's going well. Sorry it's been a move here, but shocking to have a stream, but I'll tell you why, because I'm able to, because my parents... Oh, welcome, welcome. I was just busy talking. I'm shocked for... We haven't had these mid-streams for a long while, but my is my parents are on vacation for a while, so... I can. And I can still do one in here, but... I get uncomfortable, weirdly. That's just my best explanation why. But this is much more comfortable doing this because I need to show you what I am. Also I do know it's not Sailor Mouthing, but today I was hankering from some old classic mod in Minecraft lately. And as you can tell, there's something different with the menu, and that is because we're on an older version of Minecraft 1.12.2 again. The old freaking old mental mod. Minecraft version of all the good all legendary mods into one. And there's a different. We're playing with Galacticraft, a good old legend mod, and we're busy slowly waiting to a launch for later modern versions. But that's in the long future. But I've been hankering with some old Galacticraft. If you want to play some somewhat modern of Galacticraft, that's being add Astral for later versions of Minecraft. That's basically a successor to Galacticraft. Galaxy Space, though, that's a iffy story. Actually, that's not. These are bound to Galacticraft. I was going to do Advanced Rocketry. I love Advanced Rocketry. There is the old one and the rework. The rework's basically trying to fix the issues of it. Then there's the fully released one. Advanced Rocketry for 1.12.2 is actually a much more very detailed on space, and you can actually do a whole lot with that. But as of what we're doing, we are playing Galacticraft on this, and that's what we're doing. We got Galaxy Space, more planets, so actually got a whole lot of things here, so I'm hoping excited to bring this. I did stream this briefly, but because I had to back out. Are we continue on? Somewhat, I do. But that's what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to build, what we're going to do with it, but that's that. I had some other ones, also a gun mod. However, the gun mod in this one is a bit clunky. Let's explain. But let me talk along. Let's get to it. And I'll pray to God. As you can tell, I have a bunch of variants of this thing here. I was playing that one and the live one here. Yeah. And let's pray. I also fixed the swimming issue too. Yeah, right. They're backward, yep. Probably gotta get back the generation because that's how that works. Ugh. 1.12 days are always a pain. But let's pray and it's done with it. And let's have some fun here. Let's pray it doesn't crash. That's the aggression. Ugh. Shaders. Fuck off. Why? That's the fucking dagger. Fuck off! Why is it a white screen? Shaders. 1.12.2 is not a huge fan of shaders, especially when there's a freaking mod that changes quite a bit, and looks like one of them was a bad one, and I pray to God I think I was doing it because up there. So we gotta freaking reload launch again. I'm pissed off at that. Good, I guarantee it's one of those. I forgot to change the fucking shaders. They ran fine on the other one. Why are they bitching now? I think it's probably because we were going back in. The reason why I know is because I was playing this, on this one with a shader on, and it ran fine. But it looks like this world doesn't agree with that. And shaders for 1.12 days are good, but also bad. Why? Because of the freaking goddamn Like the goddamn freaking sky for some reason, stupid reason, and because of some certain mods. Oh. Right. Ah! Shit. I remember why. Ah! Why? Because of one simple reason. Because of the gun mod. I want to play with gun mods, however, this is not doesn't agree with the shaders. Oh. Question is, do we want to play with the gun mod or not? I want to, because I want to be, but however, it's much more fucking detail. I'm also using with the old freaking classic of fucking looks with it. Yeah, no. Son of a bitch, man. That's a fucking kick in the ass. Why? Because two simple reasons. Because of the gun mod. It's because of how old it is, how the freaking Phoenix car is the gun mod. It's causing us issues, and why? I realized the hard way, because we want to run with shaders, make it look decent, we need to disable that, and I'm pissed, but again, this is 1.12 days, so, yeah. It's a bitch. Small bends just causes crashes in the swimming. Phosphor is just not needed. Right here. This fucker. This fucker is the cause of that. Hurts me. It hurts me because I want to have a gun mod here. Because in the modern one I moved up to because I wanted to play some modern one. That I have guns mods in there. That's the reason why. But we have to play without it because of shaders. If you want to keep looking at the old freaking art style of Minecraft, be my guest. But reason why I'm turning that off is because shaders doesn't agree well with it. That's why I want to add it out to the pack overall. Why is it always a bitch? Because it's 1.12. If you ever play 1.12 days, it's a good mod area, but again, it's a fucking motherfucker to play because of freaking all the issues and small little hiccups that can happen in the old version of Minecraft. So we gotta do without it. So you have to get a fucking screen for a bit. Oh. I hate doing this stuff like this, but again, the pain-ass part of fucking modding Minecraft of early Minecraft days. Because you gotta know all the fucking issues to fucking fix it. Actually, we basically didn't back out much of him, but I want to play it, and I want to play decently, and we have some fun with this. But I hope you guys are walking a great time. It just works with it. Well, luckily we don't do much of this. It's just lucky as so, but that's just the one hiccup of goddamn modding old Minecraft is because of the freaking things around it. We have a very good run, but that means we have a very good run overall we could. But the problem is just because, I mean, I really don't care. But I like some visual aspects, however, besides going freaking nuts on fucking SPACs again. Because SPACs is another one Specs, BD Craft texture packets would be good for that. But we are not doing that. Dealing with that again. How that worked was you have to get by download add-ons to put into the pack. That's not that hard. It's just a tedious fucking bitch. And sometimes it's a fucking bitch to hold. It's a motherfucker. At least we're worrying about too much time wasting this time as much for reasons. Here's fine because I'm gonna do like a freaking like Island Village with this one. There we go again. Put that back in. This time we can fucking read. Yeah, I know. Part of me wants to think it just go back and disable it, do it first. Yeah. This goddamn shader is a fucking bitch, dude. Or does it? Because I know I can run it. I don't have anything particular mucks with the screen. I know that fucking micro does fuck with that. And I basically just got rid of like 2 fucking blocks which just popped into this world. Oh, this world's gonna be fucking glitchy as a motherfucker. There we go. Looks much more better. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what fucking happens when you deal with those shits. I read I got my mark on there, didn't I? Not really. There we go. It's because of that one mod we can't get the shaders. As you can tell, there's shaders in here to give the SPX feeling. Except I'm so accustomed to shaders as much as the reason why is not much. And now we can actually swim free without crashing. Thankfully. Yeah, I fixed that issue, so now we can actually swim without it issuing. So, what are we gonna be mucking around with today? Alright, I was placing my shit down, or was I? I don't exactly know, actually. But why? Because we got this, and also... Ta-da! Oh, Galactic Craft. Oh, you sweet Mescov mod. You can go on these planets like a freaking fun time. Yeah. Type planet. There's one way far back here. Take it to the moon. For that, we're gonna need a bunch of steel. And steel is a motherfucker. And we hope to get some progress today. Because we are not much issuing. Alright. Trying to build like a little cabin, because the reason why I chose this is because of the location. I can basically like build little small little things here and there for it. Alright, let's place down Tinkers. Because I got myself a good one with this one. Alright, we got the Tinkers all up and ready. We can begin building our housing. I chose a lake house this time. Maybe we could do a different, maybe do a smaller lake house. Maybe. If we're gonna do that, might as well go and focus right here. You want to get rid of this fucker hive. Because now we get access to the fucking ocean. So we will clean up this stuff. We go from there. Well, we got a bunch of oak. Guess we're working with oak today. Well, I did also chop down freaking oak trees like a fucking nutcase, so that's the reason why. And let's goddamn pray we get some decent shit out of this. It's getting dark out. Oh yeah, one thing I have to gotta fucking do is because we would. For some reason, it's disabled, but now I disable it, so I'm actually playing on normal. For once. You know what are we doing here? Oh yeah, a bunch of ferns I freaking yanked. Forget about that. Yeah. I don't have any fucking freaking goddamn coal, but I do have some coal. 16 blocks of coal is not that bad. Anyways, I don't have any fucking ore anyways. All I do is just copper. I mean, I run with iron right now, so I really don't care. Now, one thing that's a bit of a haze because of Galacticraft is this. Usually it's not, but again, for 1.12 Minecraft, it's... you get what you get. And let's go and start building our freaking housing. Our lake house. So if we're going to build this right, because that's going to be late to a lake house on that island right there. And we're going to put the town hall either between one of these two islands. Maybe. Because once we build out to the town island, we need people to focus on there and we build bridges to it. And also, we have a skyline near too. Alright. So if you want to build this correctly, we could do a freaking thinner one or I mean, we could just build a regular log house, stick with it, but again, I don't think one makes sense now, would it? I'm just going to stick around with this, and thank you very much for my 12 days. Let's see, if we're going to have a house like that, I'm going to go down there to there with that, or have it to there, just like that. It's going to be a thin one. We want to do in our thin one, we could. I could do a thin house again. I mean, when we do a thin house, it's going to be very tough. Why? Because it's simply because of how much shit we gotta shove in. Because the grass is just going to a classic box house, but again, try not to do repetition, but again, we can't touch that. Oh, come here. There you go. You stubborn tree. mean, probably do a simple box sounds, but I'd rather do something not thin, but eh. Guess we're going with simple box again. Try to avoid that, but again, I really can't control that. Question is, where are we going to shove the freaking goddamn doorway so we can build a bridge to the freaking lake? You can go this way, go straight to that, like side of the door, or go on this side of the door. We'll go on that side of the door. And we'll... I think I can actually strip log them these guys now. And if I could just strip logging those like they look janky. I mean, not good for frame wise, but because if we do the dash line or keep it straight, just keep going straight with it. Symmetry is not that bad, but it's gonna be quick and janky on the axe. I think we'll stick with the wooden frame, and I think I test this theory. Yep, there it is. Alright, so I gotta take you off. It's gonna get nice, it's gonna get a bit dark. So it's gonna get very dark. Spot here, not really dark, you still see. But everything doesn't matter. And I think I need another axe. I have an iron axe. That'll be fine. If I go willy-nilly, I need to know how I'm exactly counting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it goes up that high. Not that bad. But again, the roofing in this, the roofing of this version is a bit weird. I think we'll give it 7. High arches. Freaking like nutcase. Ow. And it starts to rain. Ow. Yeah, as I figured, should a little bit more higher. I mean, I could do like a thin top roof layer. Yep, I need to get one more of that. Well, yep, I should want for A, one for 8. Just basically playing long ass fucking things with it. I mean, we could probably just bring it down to not minimal, right, to keep things. I keep these in the house, but I think the upper floor is probably better for that. I do need to go up one more though, which is gonna suck. It's supposed to be 3 high. You can fit 2 high, but it gets very bit rough on that. I mean, I could just build up the ladder and just go up there and stick with it, but yeah. Maybe I make a birch one. Birch flooring, but again, it's gonna each one would try with the birch wood. Mm-hmm. Mm. Alright. Much on the stack capacity, but eh. So if we're gonna roll birch, we're rolling with birch. Mm-hmm. It sucks like that, but Alrighty. Question is how we're gonna build like that. Are you stripping? Or are you just the freaking other way around? I think that'll be fine. I guess strip it, make it weird. I'm not gonna do it as a separate block. Reason why, because it'll ruin it. Don't have the one that must give us a park back. If I have park, well, we'll see. But I think we'll be fine with that. Yeah, I need to go one higher. I mean, I could just stuck with it, roll with it, but I'm gonna stick with it. I mean, I don't have to. I basically just scrap it and just go with keep going straight. I just have this one row of it. Which I'm probably good at doing. It look fucking janky, but I don't care. Well, I do care. Just fucking how I am. The roof is gonna be interesting, but I think it'll be not that bad. I think it'll look decent. It'll look weird at first. At least we got enough for our flooring. That's what counts. Probably use one side as a dead space for storage randomly if I want to. There we go. Could be wasting a fucking axe, but there's some iron to give her another one, but I'm wasting a bunch of it. Everybody have an upper for storage, so why we need 2 different layers for it? One, it also looks nice, but also because as we're going to keep on using our space, it's not going to be freaking all and cozy. It's going to be a tightly havoc. I could just make a little simple, like a little break in there to make it evenly. Just have it like, if I want to go that and that, just for sake of it. Better not. Well, I mean, I could probably build like a little deck of a porch if I do it that way, though. I mean, it'll be not that bad. If we're gonna do a deck and porch, I'll be going to there. Probably go out here for that. I mean, you're giving out that bad. Just be like for aesthetically weird. If you out the way, I guess you. I mean, you could after chucking down fucking trees, I would. Honestly, I think I'd be best probably just stick with what we have for now and go from there, because I like the idea of the blue side porch of it. But not right now. So what we're gonna do, are we gonna use with frickin' blocks with this, or we're gonna use like something to make, because if we're gonna do it, we have some weird jinx of it. Or have it just like that's like that. I mean, I could just do like cover him with a bunch of oak planks, just call it a day. Make it like aesthetically decent. Then basically looks like too janky of it. Am I never going to use birch planks for this? Or are we going to use oak? It basically blends in, birch makes it stands out. I mean, we can go to, if we can just hop around, find a birch area, we just go to town with it if we want to. But in this one, we're basically are friendly, don't have any birch, we just have a bunch of regular forest biomes. Nothing to take over birch. Since we didn't made this in open, we didn't choose, yeah, I'm sorry, basically mixing with whatever. Basically, enough when you need to go somewhere, just go chop down birch trees like a freaking mental. If you want birch trees, we can still have things down, but you got some of those stragglers. That's alright. So do you want to cover one side of birch? Make it like all of it like that? I mean, we could. It'd just be. We would just probably do that then. Yeah. Let's do it. It's gonna be fucking weird as hell. Or have it like just cut like that. Just stick with an oak frame. I mean, we could do that too. Just have a separate oak frame for entire all of it. Unless you want to get the building house done part, because once we go to the mine, it's going to get boring. Or just have like, or just have a bunch of oak on top there. We just make this into goddamn oak frame. I mean, aesthetically, I think it looks decently similar, but symmetry is a bitch. Whatever it is, it's just going with it right now. Or just have it like that, just break it into glass. I mean, we could, but as for aesthetics, I think we're gonna stick. We're gonna stick with the regular way. Mm-hmm. All things are starting to go. We need a bunch of sand to smelt. Or sand means something more to cheat in. Looks godly awful. If I had more like architecture or blocky, I'd probably get something better out of it, but no. All we have is basically a regular shack of a random building. I mean, there is literally a shack. In the shack that I was in, I think it's even in a shack. I guess my thing right for our deck is true, so we're just basically doing that now. Weirdly enough, but eh. There you go, serves to goddamn creative mode. So I can actually do that. People can make crazy freaking buildings out of these things. I cannot. Well, I can without trying to do replicate or doing my own things for it. I can actually make that into an oak strip deck. Even years of playing this, I still suffer on this part. Weird as saying that. Because you can have her just right here. I have like something like this to walk into. The question is, what side do you want to do that more? Should be fine. The roof part's gonna be interesting, but it's gonna be not that bad, to say the least. But still could be bad. This is a fucking thing, I tell you. It's gonna be sun's coming rising. Besides being totally off, you can tell once like right here. You can tell people can tell me what they're fucking doing. I don't care. It's gonna be freaking all fucking weird and jank. I think it's good time for the roof now. That's when I could build. However, there's something with the roof that needs to be seen. We gotta do that. And that is we're doing. I'm doing my car. Can you build bridges fine with these things? However, we actually be using something else for that. And that's the roof. These are the roofs. They actually look like more slender roof than anything, believe it or not. Compared to the late modern version, it's actually much more sensible. Question is, you could do a pure oak or just fucking like freaking just janky as shit. Probably could do a contrast and do goddamn birch. If I were to birch, I probably could put these on the side and make it look like a different thing than that, probably. Yep, I should have that, but we're gonna stick with the birch, and that means we gotta go to game mode creative for a bit. I prefer the buildings of hand first, then we do that. Creative. And we're gonna be using birch rooftop. Dark oak. We have too much oak right now. I'm gonna use oak planks rooftop, but I mean, I think we're not that bad. I think I'll stick with the birch. You'll see why this looks weird. That's why. Yeah, that's why. Compared to later versions, it's actually genuine, but it's also this. Like this. I'm not complaining, but yeah, you get the idea here. And we got this far, and I'm doing it. Actually, probably should make this do a little deck shade thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's different. It's very different. They're freaking weird as hell for it. Yeah, I could just do a build like a weird, but that's one thing is, yeah, that's why. It's very odd at certain angles. So basically, I choose one and done spots for it, anyways. If I do a side cut down the side, I just done this side better. Go down like that. I think we're gonna stick with what we got. And now it basically comes to the weird part. This how you get to you on building the freaking roof. Yeah, is that. You get this by doing that, which actually makes sensely, but it's also very freaking funky. For 1.12. I mean, it would make sense if we have a nice little dagger with saying no, you're wrong. But you have to freaking angle this correctly. We get that. And we can do it right. We can basically get decently far, but I mean, if you want a window, you could do that, fine. But still, even if we do a window, I mean, these guys can clip in. They actually fit well with it. It's just matter how you view it. I mean, probably honest, that rooftop actually like that. Actually, that's actually decent. For what our plan is, actually. Yeah, you can tell it's a bit, janky. I think a bit pointy on the rooftop. That's like just simple. I think it's fine. But yeah, there's some little clipping here and there, but you really don't notice that at all. as for height-wise, I think... I mean, it's not that bad of a height. It's not that bad. I think there's storage area top. Just gonna look like that. Oi, oi, oi. It looks fine. Just a little oaken roof in there. I think we'll be fine. Basically, have to got probably corners with the fucking oak frames, but people can make like goddamn amazing builds by doing this shit, and that's what impresses me. But yeah. Or maybe I just want to freaking cottage anything. Like, you find like that, you just gotta try and muck around with our things. Or use like the Venus as like, use like axes above it to make it like stripped wood, I mean, on the sides. I might use it for extra storage up here somewhere. I can't get up there anyways. I was hoping I have like a ladder right there so I can actually go up easily. No. I can't go like that. Just stick to the roof so I can't access that. Anyways. We'll decide on that later. So we got that. We got that. Now our part is I probably want to strip the outer, so there you go. More better. Actually, it's better by doing that. At least that side does. It depends if you want to use this as that or convert that into birch. I should explain by doing that, actually. Looks better doing that. It's not too frickin' noticeable, besides this. First thing, just want to keep like that, return it back to oak. I'll just make it too goddamn keep it like that. There we go. It looks like it's actually a general log cabin, actually. Ish. That's something. It's something. Besides having to just like these two conflicting themes in the middle, make it more like that, but I think it's back to more contrast, or should we just basically convert and leave it like that? Basically have an entire side of strip. And before we get started, I need to get money here. Let's see, besides that little mild hick up there, but let's see. Because it's always hit strips all the way around, just pretty much just that side. I think it looks fine. I think I want to make it like a farmhouse more than anything. Looks good. Looks good. Not a rooftop area. We're gonna do like what we did with that, or have flat like planks around it. So you have like clipping like that. Have a little tighter there. He doesn't agree with the birch planks. Or keep it like that, just have it like that. And we could, don't get me wrong, maybe keep it like that, just have like up there, but I think we've got this idea with this, so I was thinking what we got. Or just don't have it at all, we're just say. Just say, well, that. How about that? I think it's better without it. Alright, we basically got an idea what we're doing. Or just have just a dead space in there, just use Well, I mean, we could basically do like say, okay, so Windows right there. Balcony's there. I mean, we could do this. Once I blocked inside and just make a little nook and cranny here. I plan to build like a railing though. I mean, wait, do we need a railing? Do I want to? It makes fucking sense. This could be a bitch. Or have it like that then. Or just have a thing for it. Come in here. Go up top here. There we go. Think if I hit it, or just need to freaking move the fucking thing down. At first I think I need to goddamn roof, so let's actually get a ladder to test this thing. Besides us crawling, we need to go. This needs to go up one more. Without me moving, really can't even go to axis at all. Yeah, like crawling when we don't want to crawl. Okay, so we gotta move the roof up by one. So I can fit my fucking head in there. It's not the idea of this. Probably we can do it. It just needs to be mixed above, because then we can't make access down here. Maybe I move a slab. Okay, that'll be fine. We'll do that then. It's not too much destructive, but then we can access again here easily. I think slab would be too much for the slab. I think it might be too much for us, but we gotta test these things anyways. Okay, that's better. Alright, that's fine. I do need a little bit put a thing in here because it's quite dark in here. And you can spawn this, you can spawn here. There we go. Just need smell a bunch of sand. Or just have like make that to freaking. There we go. I think it looks much more better like that now. Maybe I actually get a genuine farmhouse. Actually, think of it or log home. I really don't know. Honestly, I will not exactly know how to classify that. I think it's a genuine farm home now, but still, it works. I think it's enough for creative now. Because we still got a bunch of shit to do. At least patch that area up so we don't worry about that much more. Schematic is fences. Besides roof, I mean, besides that, we just need to like to even a roof. Honestly, we didn't do that. To make a fence, we're gonna make a fence with this, though. Just gonna make a rare birch fences and make it look stained or something. Yeah, it's a bunch of immersive stuff we don't want to deal with just yet. Yep, doors. Last paints for one would be nice. And this fence we want there is by these fences. Frames. Bunch of stuff we need for chip, but again, besides chip, there's not much you can do about that. Wooden pipes. I don't want to deal with that. Because we have like so much limited fencing, we have the regular horse fence one, which I prefer to have that one. Which requires to get some more birch, so guess we're making another axe. Use the rest of our axe. So I do need to go mining for ore. Drop the book in there. Probably that was it too. Broke two of them. Got 10. I think one more birch tree will be down. Be good. Oi. Bastard. That should be enough birch now. Get those. There we go. I mean, I guess I'll probably stick with that then. Maybe probably build like a little deck from it then. I can have future Minecraft section to add lanterns, but I don't want to make those. I don't want to cheat those in actually. Make it more better. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Resizing budgets, but still. Some fencing around here, I think will do us just fine. Okie dokie fine. I just need to go and vein some sand to get our glass. It'll take fucking ages to get that going anyways, but still. We got a place to build, we got a place to stay, and I'm happy. And do you want to build trapdoors, or do you want to work with... I mean, trapdoors would be nice, but again, we do a little weirdly with it. I think we do birch, or... I mean... If we're using like using strong of a birch and all that, and we're going to do like a thing, but that means oak could be too much. I think birch is right. Okay. Well, I ain't properly for a deck, but probably should choose that. Somebody else that, huh? I mean, don't you realize I have a nice, interesting deck, but I think that's not right. Even though it's paper. Quick one or regular, or the regular one right there, which is that? The paper one, or the birch trapdoor. I think I prefer that trapdoor more, honestly. And I guess I will use that as for the deck one. There we go. Oak-wise, I think I'll probably use the paper one then. Get back here. No, that's more like it. Much better. much more easier float to go through. Oh yeah, definitely. Much better. Any more of the defensing. Let's try to use all of them this time, probably half a stack. There we go. And we'll which it makes pretty much anyways. We can do this then. No, that's good. Let's say on route view like that. I think it'll be fine. Just do it. Or make it up higher. Make it more feasible to doing that. I think it's fine by doing that. I mean, it's odd, but it's better than that, so. Because it won't connect, because that's how it is. I thought it was slab fit up there, but we'll see. If I fit a slab with it, a bit better. Yep, not even close. Maybe it was up there, probably. Or for test, that's fine. Just pretty connects to it. Besides, mostly just going to the view around the lake, and that's not much. It's just a nice little gesture. Alright. I think that's all the building we can do on there before we start making our pile stuff. Before we get that. I think we gotta turn that back into stairs, I think. There we go. My question is, do you want to do it this way around? Yeah. The birch doors, I personally think we're doing barn doors now, so might as well stick with a barn door. There you go. We got our house. We got our barn house. It works. Now the daunting task, smelting glass. Obviously gonna make myself 2 shovels for this one. Or use our iron for it. Less of our iron, then we can basically just make a shovel. So you can go and mine me some stuff. Milk boat. There we go. A little lake barn house. And most of the stuff we're basically gonna be doing anyways is getting grout. So might as well do it. Guess we need goddamn grout. Cause we're in the old days. Should always keep one in handy. There's just some more coal right there on the edges. Any more clay? I think we need just a bit more, but we don't need more than that. We just need gravel and sand now. Yeah, we're going with grout for a while. I personally think I should probably get rid of the inventory tweak thing now. Because that's how that works. Because now I don't have to worry about organizing our freaking inventory now. As much. And now I'm basically looking for sand now. Where's my boat now? Where's my boat? Besides go around the edges, we're around here. Structure sim on random. Nice. Over there, I think it's a pillager dungeon. Or a dungeon we explore for that later, but... Yeah, so now we are going to be focused on anything else, which is basically getting sand. Since my thing busted, what are you going to do about that? We need sand and gravel. Well, we need a bunch of sand to smelt the goddamn to glass, but also part 4 Ender IO. And besides, if we do right now, we have to go around the other side. We have to go around the edges of the map to find some more sand. We're in a little lake area, a little lake or bay area, so we can do it this way. So we got about somewhat of a stack of this. This will literally break the shovel. As I predicted, it will break the shovel. Ugh. Gets a bunch of flint out of that. Most of me are basically all set now, really. Ish, but we still got some process before I do that, because I still need to figure out where we're going to start mining our mine operation. Because for us, we need to get steel. It's mostly could be a vital component, and steel is getting made by two ways: by mechanism, by tinker, by immersive. There's a gigantic fish right there, big fish. But there's a big fish. Ugh, I didn't sneeze that bad. Because it is a watery area. Nice. I like this. Guess you can mark coal the better, really. Because coal is vital. Oh, yeah, that's good. That one's not gonna be easy to break through because it's on a deeper mountain. I could if I want to, but I really don't. Guess as we're gonna build the freaking town hall. Because town hall is gonna be a big bastard to build. Also, I'm trying to avoid working on building that town fucking hall because once we start building on that, it's gonna get fucking more painful. Doesn't make a difference just because I can. All right. I think it's to get to it ready for putting it inside the thing. Oh, come on. Oh, bastard. That fucking make me destroy you. That's... Ugh. have a little bedroom here, but I think we put a bed. There we go. I guess we get glass finally. Alright, we got that taken care of. Mm-hmm. Now it's basically just us fucking mining, really. Ugh. So while we're busy waiting for it to smelt down, so what is the best thing we could do? Well, for us to keep on going, we need to smelt, make steel, and steel is basically all the thing to make everything Galacticraft. I mean, literally. So we can't go up to. We don't go up to any of these, but we have to go to. We have to go to the moon first. And to get to the moon, we need to build quite a few things. As for Galacticraft, this is what we got to build. Bunch of iron, bunch of copper, aluminum wire. You find aluminum and wool. And we need that to power everything, or use thermal. Compressor. This basically is like a aluminum, copper, basic wafer, which we need to find diamonds. And silicon. That begins everything to make us get everything's prep. Fiber is basically redstone and aluminum wire. We get all that process. Tier 1 Galactic needs us NASA Workbench. NASA Workbench requires some compressed steel, advanced wafer, which is basically with the repeater, and a nose cone, heavy duty, which is both bronze, aluminum, and steel. Bronze is going to be made by either by pressing tin and copper is another way of doing it, or make bronze ingots. Bronze ingot is by smelting bronze blend, which is basically copper doesn't smattering stuff again. Because one, we got basically gotta get right with it anyways. And bronze can also be made in a smelter in the alloy furnace, so which we're gonna need that too. Which this one can be found by alloying bronze dust. Bronze dust can be prepared by pulverized tin. Basically, it's a bit more process to get every part we need to get tier 1. That's just tier 1, we haven't mentioned tier 2 yet. Oxygen mask, glass, oxygen gear, requires fluid pipes, which requires glass pane. And then you need to fill with oxygen, which basically is heavy oxygen. Which is basically made by compressed steel, tin canisters, and red wool. This is just all making nice. Basically means we need a bunch of fucking steel. Tier 2, there's 2 ways to get this way by tier 1 white planes is by adding boosters. And tier 2 heavy tier 2, but which basically is compressed meteorite iron. Yeah. To get to any of this space in here, we have to go to get steel production operational. So how we get steel? Steel is by a couple ways. By immersive engineering steel, which is basically in a blast furnace, which takes time, and gives us steel and slag. Mechanism steel is what is a priority. Mechanism steel can be made by steel dust, which is basically going to be made from material confusing, coal, enriched iron, and we get steel dust. Enriched iron is basically the same process. So the quicker way is by material confuser, which requires power, steel, etc. And again, nuclear craft is you gotta worry about is when you build freaking big, powerful new reactors. It's mostly crazy. So yeah, forget any of all this process. We need to find steel. Yeah, and a whole bunch of coal. That's why we're going to build something special. And I guess especially why? Because I actually we can have clay to use this into a charcoal thing. Because we have forestry. Because forestry mod itself is actually much more unique. Forestry mod is a nice one. Get rid of these snails. Forestry mod is actually where you can automate your farm trees and do quite a bit of fun stuff. Forestry is a bit more complicated, but also requires to get mud with the bees. And some of these guys give us thing which we need steel to upgrade our tools. Right now we are basically on surface quartz, which is good. But we need steel and still need better ore. Get rid of those fucking bastards. Anyways. As then we're gonna make a charcoal hut. Which space can be done but multiple ways actually. And later we gotta build a goddamn smeltery, but that's not there yet. Depends if you want to use that as the spark or use that as the smeltery, or use both. And just take care of this side and turn this into a fucking smeltery area, which we could. We could. Which just give us quite a bit of charcoal by doing this. This should be a way enough to give us good enough of charcoal. Okay, to make a charcoal hut, basically you have forestry and stone, you need clay. You can make dirt, but you don't get much out of it, but it's better just to get clay, it's much worth your time. Gotta make a little canopy. And shove it with goddamn logs, or what are we doing soon? And basically we have to cover it over again. And basically lay on fire. Since we're never gonna get a bit more. This will give us a charcoal hut for it. And later we could go down tree chopping again. And we can make some a better smeltery. So how do we get first off, we need to show you how to get wood. So the way to get charcoal is by smelting and all that, but with this forestry mod you can actually do it by making these. By using that, however, since it'll be like that, but you can do it by forestry wood pile. However, if you have like a FutureCraft, which I have, basically adds stuff from modern Minecraft, it changes it unless you have a thing that shows you what recipes are used the same, which thankfully we do. And then we basically do this. You guys repeat it over multiple times though, because that's oh great, I just did a dumbass. Get my shit back, you son of a bitch. Be careful not to muck with that, or you got some issues with that. We have a city and there we go to another for that, which we don't want to do that. Yeah, you basically fuck up, it's what you fucking do. Then keep the apples for all I care. I think we can keep the birch wood there. I got the clay, I need to actually make clay back, so we need that back. That's fine, they keep the forestry manual dirt, that's fine. Get my cobblestone back. And if I need to give myself iron, which I can actually just cheat in. Anyway, as I was saying, before that fucking happened, you gotta do it like these multiple times, since I hit the actual one I shouldn't hit, because that's what fucking happened. As you can tell, it's a bit much more tedious compared to, however, that's how we get these woods. No easy way of doing it unless we have like odd woods, like not like some biomes with plenty of wood to get much more easier access to it. But we do not. I think it limits you on that thing, so we could get rid of that. Irritates me. Oh, I just want to get 30 at least. There you go. Part of me was almost able with that, but we can't really do that. And you basically put these right here. And when we use the wood piles, cover it back up with clay. See one spot open. So you gotta do a little thing here. And since we basically lose our iron, I'll give ourselves iron quick. And we'll go make a flint steel. There we go. But what this does, we basically just gotta light it. Make sure I have the goddamn thing in hand. There we go. Now it's actually cooking the charcoal in this hut now. Which will give us a bunch of charcoal, which we can use for our things to begin smelting process for our steel needs. So that's how we get by charcoal need going. I think we should get the glass finished up too now. Actually, we can finish up this now. Yeah, fucker. Yeah. Give that back. I need to get those doors. There we go. And let's get these there, and there we go. There we go. There we're getting shot by skeletons. Put that away. That's to begin our process. Now we got charcoal rolling, we should be fine. And now basically we need a lurk. Now we can find a way to start mining operations, really. We can start making grout if we want to, really. Guess we need to start build a mine area. Because we gotta start mining. Or should I wait to start to build that freaking Wyatt Colony? Build the town hall, but if we decide to build a town hall, it's gonna be a much more pain in the ass. I know. I was gonna build like a bridge area, put the freaking thing here. Because I want to put this right here. Put the town hall here. Just go from that point. Since we're using a Pacific map, we gotta add this one. So, where our mining ventures begin, I would prefer to be close by any means. Probably make it much more easier to go digging. Because we know our island's not gonna last this long, at least get enough to build the freaking stuff, but we're gonna need to start thinking of future building huger things here. Because it's gonna get a little bit cramped here. But I think we're gonna go with this spot here then. Make a quarry, probably good. Make a little small quarry. We're gonna even do this way, should start putting down torches. And I think we're gonna go down to here. Four by four. I mean, we're not that bad, save us a bunch of iron, you know. I just want to move it up. I just want to move it up by one then. Alright, bunch of dirt for that. And now we begin our mining process, our mining tedious things. Which we fine. I'm not gonna put it like this. I'm just gonna put it. Here's that down. Now I'm basically just mining down now. You might hit a cave, but don't get too upset with that. Bauxite for aluminum, which we want. One thing to go right about is copper is going to be quite a bit annoyancy. Because it's copper, but we need a bunch of it, so it's not much of an annoyance as much as people think it is, but it is. Personally, I think I'll probably go to the slime islands. I mean, what do we have? We have roughly that much durability on the thing. Do we want to give it slime? Ecological, diamond, and shocking, but the head is quartz. I mean, if you want to go to that, so you have slimy mud. This area creates our tierings. Because right here, if we want to durability change the head vial, we'll lose some speed. But we get that much durability, but if we go here, we get that much extra durability on the thing, and it's part of the head, so we can actually repair it with it. And that means we have to go to the slime islands. Alright, let's go and clear this. Let's get this area cleared out. Then we'll make way to go to the slime islands earlier. Because we're gonna get some slime for better tooling, but not really. It's good to get some good durability bonus, but it's a bitch. Just keep them minimal. Slime islands we go. And so we dig in that area. We got slime islands over here. That's what we got is our slime islands. 3 of them, quite a bit. If we get one good one, we can actually get what we call for night slime. I think we make the compressed dirt. Compress that dirt to that, so we don't worry about dirt much. probably should get another one of that going then. Let's go up there to get to the island. To the slime mountains we go. There's one. I think about touches my fucking hand now. This is one of the slime islands here. This is where we get our slime stuff here. Get some slimy mud. Guess we get this congealed slime. Why I'm after this slime? Well, simply to get these things, get night slime and these slime crystals, you need to get the slime itself and smelt it down. So this one gives us this, but also gives us better boots when we can actually replace it with that. Didn't take fall damage. As I was saying, these are used to make the stuff to stop any of that. However, what is used is in this high oven melter, or used is liquid purple slime. Liquid purple slime is by alloying with malted iron and seared stone to give us night slime. Night slime is what this is right here. It has crumbling, breaks softer blocks, doing it faster, and its durability is there. It has decent unnatural thing what the traits are. Higher minus above its required one. It's like used for stuff, but it's actually for unnatural, and it's crumbling. So, and it's also give us tier. Compared to the regular green slime and blue slime, it's a bit of a hit or miss, depends really. But magma slime is all that stuff for flammable, superheated, or flammable. And so you need a bunch of this stuff really. Then we go to alumite. Alumite seems to aluminum, which goes straight to cobalt, but not really needed if we can go air obsidian. But then we got the cobalt. Cobalt is actually highest you can get, but it's also this sphere. Increase my speed as long as you keep going. It means you can do much damage with that thing at high speed. And you get erudite. Erudite is used to make faster when it wears, but takes less. But as using for extra, it literally wants to for snore for durability, so basically mining is good. But if you get those things, get malleolum, which is basically unstable, and during combat it does much more damage, increased damage overall. Like I said, there's a bunch of reasons about why I'm after like the slimes more than anything. Because I want to, and plus I also get like a decent speed and attacking, and also the trait. Which I don't know if it makes any sense, but if you want to play the original of these days, you'll probably understand why, but not really. Why am I getting this? Because these things cannot grow on normal grass, it needs slimy grass for them to grow. So, yeah. Use more of that. Also, you can replace my boots now. basically get that, or just get that like that. So, and we'll do that and this. Here we go. Purple slime boost. Basically, I can basically take fall damage without worrying about that, and also keep bouncing the ground like crazy. But I'll show you on the way down to the islands, because we gotta go to the other ones to get the other slime. And we come with the locals right here, which basically give us some slime itself, but also they'll annoy you. But as for us, we're basically just getting the blue slime and the green slime. And also, the reason why also slime's used to make waterproof piping for Buildcraft. Mm-hmm. Make myself some purple slime trees. There's that. I'll explain why that went down. And these guys take a time to get down, but also spawn those guys there. But for us, we're going to get our slimes, make some better tooling, and just get some mine progress overall, which I'm proud for what we did for this stream so far. So, it's good. That's actually quite good. We got progress what we did so far, which I want to for this stream. But that's why I can't say too much, because I freaking still work. Alright. We got all the slime stuff we need, and I think it's time to take a drop down the detour below. So we got decent what we got for slime wise. We only got like 12 of these, we can make one of them off, which is good enough for me. Looks like we're near a bigger lake on this side. Now watch. With these boots on, I actually take some. I don't have to worry about fall damage. Ooh. And I can do that. Go up, 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 and whoop, 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 whoop. I can basically drop down or slow down shift to hurt myself. But now with this now, if you see, you remember doing this earlier, I can do this now. Not that one, this one now. I can do jump and do this one, it makes it quicker. Boing, boing. Without taking fall damage. Just busy exploring more what's on this side for future expansions. Boing, boing. Oh, the good old days of old Minecraft was the better days, or the good days. I think not the better days. The current days now are actually are better for people enjoying, especially for a modding community. Oh yeah, there's quite amazing mods that go on. But for you, people will talk to, if you talk to like an old seasoned veteran about which was the better version of Minecraft, you're gonna have a debate, a very strong debate, on what was better and all that. To me personally, if we talk about mod side of things, 1.12. But if we talk about current things, the current side of mods are much more impressive with everything, especially with Alex mobs, Alex caves, tack guns, and quite a few other name mods that people pushed for what the mods do. So all in hindsight, it's freaking like good. It depends on you, but it's very, very good versions. I figured much of this was going to be smucking up by a goddamn volcano. Doop, doop, doop. I didn't go over here because I've been in a volcano over there. At least we got some basalt, good for building block, good building material. But Llamas gonna be dying because they just freaking spun over it. Woo! Boom! Dear. If anyone knows that freaking song anymore. Whoop. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with, really. I personally I enjoyed 1.12 days because you have good mods like Galacticraft I grew up with, and a bunch of like big, like decent mod names at the time. That's my opinion on it, anyways. I could teleport, but I want to take the scene group, so I don't have to worry about damaging. But also, one thing right here, Tinker's Alloy. That's another thing. Unlike the tools the highest Cobalt, by default, Cobalt's the highest one, but if you have Tinker's Alloy mod, which we do, it's actually a much more higher tier than Cobalt. And that's going down to the process of this right here. Not that. Uranium, magnesium, tiberium. These are the ores to be using. The highest one is vibranium. Ironic. But it's the vibranium is the highest tier of any of the Tinker's Alloy. But to get that, you gotta find tiberium. You gotta go find all of this stuff right here. Tellurium to get the cobalt. Saturn, this is the highest one you want to get right here. There are 8. Pyrothium is by something else, but I also think it's much more hard to get. Then if you go up to the process of daring, find these things, you go up to that tier, but also go to Valerium. Vibranium is the highest one you can get. That's how it works like that. But like I said, there's just more ores to it now than that. So for us, cobalt is the highest we can go. We can go straight to the nether right now and go mine some cobalt, and we can go and make us our tools right away and find it. But it's much more pain in the ass than it is. That's a wild boar. Those will kill you. Doing, doing. Woo! Whee! Boing, boing, boing. But that's a bit of history for you. But our main goal is to get to space, and that requires steel and requires a whole lot of shit. Actually, why I'm busy not mine my thing, because once we get back, they're probably still smoldering or finishing up burning. It takes time. You get a whole lot of charcoal with it. As for me, why we need that? Because I need to make slimy dirt. Slimy dirt can be made by sand and dirt. Ironic to make slimy mud. What we need before is not that bad, but if we want to get some extra, I think we'll be okay. But besides that, I think we do two of them then. 2 and sand. Which then should give us some slimy mud. Slimy mud. Slimy mud is by smelting this to give us slimy crystals. That's how I basically expand our shit. And it's gonna be fun when we get to space, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Reason why I'm for advanced rocketry, because if I use advanced rocketry, I can actually build a spaceship and actually go and go FTL. It's cool. Okay, so we got the crystals. Now we go to the part builder and tool binding. We will use the other one for the tools, but we do not. Tool binding is where we get our durability, because the reason why we're doing it is because extra durability. And we just basically go and just tool station. And basically go back in there, and there we go. Now instead of what we had earlier, we can actually go up higher, and then we got shocking, illogical, and there we go. We go up higher for more durability. But now, since we do a bit of a head issue, turn that off. I gotta turn that off actually now. Bubbles inventory. I mean, we turn up that off. Ugh. I can just basically do that. That's why. But as I was saying, we can do that boy around now. How we could actually make some. We can actually turn this slimy crystal or slimy mud and convert it to slime. But since we do not, because we need to make repair kits which require slimy something fully do it. But we can actually use some of it. Since we don't have the head, it's not going to work like that. Because we have Certus Course as our head. If we have slime, we can use that, but we do not. So now we got a bit extra durability. And we can actually do a bit more on that. My speed's a bit hammered down because of that slimy tool, but more durability means more quicker, means access, and it starts to rain again. I just fucking knocked the torch out, didn't I? Like a dumbass. Yep, I did. Oh, man. We're gonna come down and break this later, so we're not gonna use it. And we need more iron to actually make us something called a smelter. Smelter is what we need to use to get all of our main upgrade of our tools. And we get some free slime, which can be used to upgrade our stuff to make mud. Since we have slime, there goes. Those guys will occasionally spawn. Now. Osmium, this is our main focus here. Osmium is another vital component for us. It's basically used to make all the freaking machinery. So you're gonna need osmium. Marble is a building material. You can make us project blocks of it. Or you get the chiseler, you get actually much more better blocks we can use to build more unique blocks we can build for building future buildings. Occasionally we get some clay down here. The one I'm looking for is mostly goddamn gravel, but yeah. And we'll go and convert this to compressed cable, which we can double compress it to double compress, which can actually go make the deep dark for more mining opportunities. But that's an own thing when we get to that point. Of course, the classic cave noises. The VP out like a freaking mental. Believe it or not. Lead is another essential ore. Well, at least for nuclear craft side of things, which it is. Oh, looks like everybody hit a cave. Looks of it too. Oh. Well then. But as you might expect, how are we going to get more power? Get these power units by power. Right now, the basic is to make a basic coal generator, but we can make more power by windmills. That's from mechanism. We got a bit more power machinery though. Buildcraft style, which is basically a fun one. Or by what we be doing by nuclear power, nuclear craft. Nuclear craft is a goddamn powerful mod to make big reactors, but they cost heavy like freaking crazy. We're in a freaking shocking ore spot right now. Hello, die. Take that vein, because I probably know what vein that is too. But as you can tell, there's actually much more variants of the same ore because of the mods. A mod that I have is Chunks. It basically converts all into one goddamn type of coal. It's a matter of how you want to stop, really. It's not a matter of how you keep to mine everything. Now, uraniums is, by carrying this itself, you actually get pillar res. This is nuclear craft mechanic. You gotta be careful when you're carrying goddamn radiation material. Because that ain't gonna be pleasant. And the more you collect, the frickin' lethal it gets more. Lethal it gets. Besides, before I go down, looks like actually it's there. Looks like I was a bit off on the cave over there. Well, it doesn't matter, we're still keeping mine anyways. And I got some gravel too, which I'll be using for my endeavors. But let's go and clear up our stuff up here. before we go and get rid of the irradiation, because I don't want to carry fucking reactive material on me. So we take the stairway. We can turn this into slabs if we want to, make it much more easier. But still have to jump, and then we can make it into like stairs. We could, but it gets more chaotic. But now our charcoal actually is done now. We actually got a bunch of charcoal waiting for us, but I'm not gonna get that right now. Right now it's still dropping down my freaking goddamn freaking radioactive material. And I'm giving myself a sharpening kit. Sharpening kit's where you use to upgrade to repair your things, or use Surtur's quartz, which I don't have Surtur's quartz on me, so I'm doing this way. And I don't care. Wee, doink, 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 doink. We have 10 hour of tinkers. Shocker. Oi. Yeah, you guys, I mean, sorry about that. I think this team just fucking did our fucking restart or some reason. Yeah, probably did. Fucking kidding me. You just have to fucking hear it. I'll be fucking pissed off. Of course I do. I fucking update right in the middle of that. And what sucks is because I'm busy not in the right mood. I gotta reset this thing. Some reason. Okay, now I gotta fucking boot this back up. Alright, bear with me here. I also gotta update my freaking GPU looks of it. You know that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. We're gonna need that later. We just finally gets the fucking updates finally. Alright. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't crash. If not, I guess I have to force a goddamn restart, which is, I don't mind. It's not basically what we're doing, so that's fine. I just pissed off fucking had to do that right. I'm in the fucking busy stream like a fucking mental. Yep. Alright, so let bear so. Shut down, save it quits. Actually I'll take this time to do some stuff. And we'll probably spring a bit longer, but not too long. Because again, like I said, I work. And it's a Thursday, it's not a Friday. watch it back. Okay. Everybody's probably watching for the Game Awards, probably reason why, but nobody watching, pay attention. Everyone's probably on the Game Awards, so we'll see how that's gonna go. That's the reason why. I'm not gonna dog out yet. Dude. The driest stuff. Okay. There we go. Alright. And we'll go open that back up. I'll be right back. 54 by around 5. I should be okay. Ooh, it's cold. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's cold. Ooh. It's cold. It's cold. All right. Okay, so where are we at? We're almost roughly around 3, which is fine for what we're doing. At least want to explore the cave. And I think we'll call that there. It's not that long. So let's get back in, hop into it. And I think I'll be it for today. Alright, we're back in the rain. I was trying to fucking load in. Next, I found some coal. Much more coal. Which is good for us. That's aluminum. Well, that's where it breaks into the cave. Huh. Well, explains that. But we are not for that. We're actually going to go back around for that. You're near a cave, though. And more of the cave there. I could walk into the cave, but I have a particular path why.
There we are. That's the reason why. Because there it is, right below us to death. And we just want to make a little pit stop there. But that's why we get an area for anything, really. Get that. Few of that. And we got some iron we actually can use to smelt to make a bucket of water. Alright. Because that's where the deepest goes, and the caves in here go very deep with certain mods, so... we're gonna do this properly or horribly? Horribly, probably. But still. Nevertheless, we can actually get there easily. We have a little pit stop we need to go and rest. I guess we have to go get some sleep. But overall, we did well with that. Drop that off, because most of that's going to be used to make seared. We do need some water. Can you make a bucket? Oh, we could. These guys don't stack up too. They don't stack up in the modern ones, so. Whee! Boing! We hear the bad boys. And we can go set right there. Let's get our thing set. Boing. Next we land to a freaking water area, thankfully. Ironically. Sounds like we like that, but apparently it is. Yeah, and we lucked out for that. But I still get lost though. Alright, so we're in this type of area. Alright, so this is the underground. Unlike the newer one, there's actually no deep dark. There is, but it's by a mod, and however, you gotta go there by hitting bedrock, then you go down to deep dark, then you're in the deep dark again. Then you gotta find another bedrock slab to get you back up to the surface. It's there, but that's how that works. But as for us, and I want to explore the cave, so we get some mining stuff before we call it, and we did so, and I think we're ready to. Take that too. Why? Because we don't have to. Because now we are just mining our business. That's an artifact. Yeah, no, that's a horrible artifact. That's a horrible one. That's horrible. This is all we need: silicon. Soapstone as bombs you go. This one exists from Biomes You Go. Is where soapstone is. Mix between Biomes of Plenty and Biomes You Go. But that's not the right other stone than deep slate, so that. There's some more lead. Lead's gonna be quite essential for us. Damn, I think we have enough tin. Be careful where you mine, because you get your vein mine a bunch of shit you don't need to. And it hurts the fucking blade. I think I don't need too much of that. Silver. I think silver's not needed. Yet. I keep saying that lately. Aluminum is what we need more than anything. Copper. Manganese. Magnesium is actually needed for a bit of things. But trying to overdo what we need. Because we got a bunch of freaking stuff. Do not to mine uranium. Not to mine uranium right now. We need a bunch of iron too, so. Silicon, raw silicon, nickel, more copper, more aluminum. I'll take that. Redstone we need. Yeah, be careful not to overdo ourselves. We can actually make it into some blocks. Control which blocks we can make it better for us. Which opens some more spots. So we have 1 Oz. We have manganese, tin, silver, and lead. Right now. Tortoise quartz, we actually need that. I need that more. It's also used to apply just, but it's also used to repair my tools. So I need that. Not overdoing tin. Because it's really just overdoing yourself on tin. More nickel, lead, uranium, coal. Take some raw silicon. That's electrum, electrolyte. That's not what we need. we have more redstone. There's bedrock. I don't want to trigger that, because then if you step on it, you're going to deep dark, and I don't want to go to deep dark. I mean, deeper dark. There's a deeper dark, which basically uses the portal to get out. Lithium is used for nuclear. That's a mimic. I'm gonna be killed by that. I don't want to be killed by that. Oi! Jesus Christ. Whew. What do we got? 6 fire damage. Whew. How much do we have for copper sites? We almost have a decent amount of stacks. It's just aluminum's where I'm concerned. Because aluminum is fucking needed. Tin's extra needed for industrial craft, which is another way to automate our shit. And more industrialization too. Give me that. Spidey. Give me that iron. Anyways, how do we increase our options for get our output for ores? We could do like a mechanism system, however it takes quite a bit, but it triples our ores completely. Otherwise, by using a smelter, that doubles the thing as well, which gives a higher chance of more stuff. Uranium is avoiding that right now because that's gonna be a bitch. Oil! Found oil. That's an oil spot. I think that's an oil spot too. Can't really see on the surface, but I think that's an underground oil spot. We can break into make oil, and right above there's charged quartz. Ah, fuck. Alright. There is. There's an oil pocket right top of the oil pocket. Charged quartz is used to make applied logistics, and that'll be later. forestries or tin. Oh, it's tungsten ore. Tungsten's another strong ore. Never really get much, doesn't give benefits, but it's a decent ore. By smelting gives us tungsten. Tungsten is actually a strong material depending on what mod. However, it can actually do us quite a lot. Go straight to cobalt. And tungsten pickaxe gives us straight to attack damage, and also aim point. However, it's like no boost to it, but it gives us cobalt and that much attack damage. Are you gonna fucking mimic? Probably, it's probably a mimic. Looks like there's an underground village from Quark down here. Nothing special. So what we got, we have, see like how much? We have 5 lead, bunch of tin, manganese, roughly almost a small stack of fucking that. You should need more than that. Give us some more coal. Because we need to make a bunch of shit. We can at least use that to make a diamond if we need to, but that's not ideal. But we might have to do that anyways. More quartz, that's good enough for me to repair my tool. Osmium, we need osmium. Quite a bit of osmium. Aluminum. So aluminum's gonna be fucking essential. Now right there, Crimson Alloy is the next thing to use for other parts, which is used to make for smeltering. Because using this is you need to make Therax. And Jinx, Alvin, trying to make Thrax. Thrax is used to make other parts to give us more of the ores, really. Casting, it gives us this, and it goes straight to a cobalt level. And it goes to shattering, which goes straight to cobalt level. See, that's why I get a bunch of ores that are like needed. So you want to find these in at andesite areas. If you have the mod installed. Looks like we're on a lush bomb here too. So what do we need to prioritize now because since we can't really care because we don't have any backpacks yet, but our coal blocks can be used to make not much out of this, but it's used to smelt. But that's what we need, so we need more diamonds anyways. Diamond is the rough part. We can find a way to get diamonds is by another way of going to the nether. Depending on the ore, lucky we have the ores, we can have a higher chance or a low chance. But that's another way to get diamonds though. I don't know how much, but it'll give us some diamonds to move on to the next. One of the things I don't barely use, I barely even use it, I just have because I have to anyways. It's more of like a pain concoction of just trying to find a person to make their fucking shit. He was gonna have tungsten. That's a little more light, eh? I got baby Skelly. Oh, I have a down part now. Huh. That's another part to get up there. There we go. Aluminum. The more aluminum, the better. Random oak chest. That's actually good. We got more redstone out of this. Free iron. And free torches too. Look at that and all that. Some more redstone. We got definitely a stack of redstone already. Nickels we don't need right now. That's one thing you got right about is that. Another thing that adds in the other mods is this. This is gas and natural gas. If you light it, well, that's... well, bye-bye. That's cause a massive explosion. That's natural gas. Tell you, biscuit slime. Bunch of tin. Or silver. Mostly frying like any possible diamonds, but mostly to get a decent close to stack of iron. Because that would be a good haul. Besides, we're way far behind anyways to get any progress at all to make any movements. There's thorium, which is another good batch of that. Looks like we got our stack of iron now. We have boron, which is used to make nuclear craft anyways. Another aluminum ore. Can you connect? Okay, so you're a different aluminum. Holy KK, God. Oh, why the hell? Yeah, that's gonna cause issues. Oh no. Well, I ain't going around that area. Oh, asteroid rock. Oh. Yeah. What you got? Huh? Is that another oil? That's oil. Oil and frickin' natural gas. Good mix. Huh. Let's see, but overall it just basically gives us rock, gives us more cobble. They should have the challenging on that's why that, but that's probably where you get your ores or something like that. But not gonna touch that with my torch because that fucker's gonna blow. I'll take that though. That's a spider dungeon. That's how I was hearing the fucking Effie. Yep, it's a cob. At least we can find string. Maybe it'll come down here. That means the cob, it's cobbed. But yeah, it's a cobble area. That's for give us some when you're a spider thing. Give us good enough string. You want string, which you do have here. But no, that's how we'll be using that today. Just keep going with the tungsten. That's in our chest. Now we got protection 5. Not good durability, but it's half durability, but I get protection 5 with it. We have bronze leggings. Does it make a difference? Free paper. Oh, right here, fucking couple anyways. Ugh. Hello, that's why. Bye bye. Now I can actually see what is in there. Not much. Better keep some of this string. Need more tungsten. How much more tin we have room for? 39. I can take that. More lead. I think we're almost all set with our ores. It's aluminum. There's lapis, which is going to give us luck. For tinker tools, we have not got redstone. We can actually get there. Oh, there's a diamond. All right, so it's gonna be going away. I need raw silicon. There's lithium. And lithium's gonna be a bitch. So we got silver, lead, osmium, copper, more certus. I'm gonna keep those. Karenstein ore. I mean, it's really not that needed. It's debatable. String we're gonna need. I guess we can get rid of silver ore. But I'm after that. Just want to get luck. We'll be rolling. Oh, more diamonds. 3 diamonds. Sweet Jesus. We can actually make a. We better make a diamond pick it, but we don't need to. But we do. If we do, one thing we do need to get is goddamn infinity grains if we do Ender IO. The problem with that is that we've got to go to bedrock level, and bedrock level is very dangerous to get freaking goddamn infinity grain. I think at best guess if we're going to do that, we're going to need to use slabs or something. Like stone slabs. So we can actually go and get me some of that ore without freaking being transferred away to the deep dark. What's in the bellows of the deep here? More raw silicon. There's some more gold. Silver and gold. Oh, we have more. We have platinum. I think platinum's not even decent what we need for platinum. I gotta look at that. Platinum wise. Platinum gave us a straight obsidian. Holy shit. That's dead still. Miles hit damage, but goddamn has high durability compared to iridium. Speed wise is there, attack damage is high. What do we need to get rid of if we want to do that? I guess we can get rid of lithium. Which sucks, but I mean I'm not beginning that stuff yet. As we do, we'd be bitch to get the lithium. Platinum. How many we got out of that? We got how much platinum? 2 platinum. At least enough for 4 picks. Sweet. Once we get the smeltery process, but I think that'll be next time. Right now, we're seeking what we can right now. More diamonds and gold. And I can use that as the breather room. Oh, yes. We have 12 diamonds right now. We're rolling. We're rolling. That's how deep this water goes. Damn. What is it? Is that a mimic? You fucker. What's that? We have a tiny shirt. Shrinks the player when worn. Requires Artemis to function. I think that's what I'm missing actually. I think that's bad, but I need Artemis. Good to know. Maybe get some. Nope, that's the uranium. Guess my 8 lead, so we can decent amount of lead off of this, so I'm not complaining that one bit. Just want to start packing up much lead we can get. There's bedrock we don't want to touch. That's fucking... That's natural gas. What? That's fucking natural gas. I'm gonna die from oxygen. Oh no. Whew. Whew. That don't seem nice me doing that. Yeesh. Well, we got 12 diamonds out of this, not bad. More redstone down here, which is nice. And when we start working on that, and then when we need that, we can go downtown. Oh, sweet diamonds. Where'd you go? Let's see. Looks like there's no pocket down here yet. Crap. What they do need is to get fucking better. Bring a pocket. Jesus. much we got? We got like 14 diamonds out of this batch. 18 diamonds. Holy shit. You probably can use quite a bit of it right now. And maybe we can use a talisman repair, but I mean, we have this stuff we can actually make a talisman repair. Need the paper though, but we're near one, so we can make the paper. That saves quite a bit. Repairment damage. For armor wise. I think we're getting all that energy condensed stuff yet. Let's keep exploring. I don't want to go too deep down here because there's like no freaking pocket spot. Without me breaking it. Yeah, really not much besides there. More lapis and gold, but I think we're good enough for gold for now. Yeah, I think it's time for us to get back and get back to base. Quite an exciting adventure for that. Whew. Got straight to the cobble area. Oh, fucker! Yeah, if it increases me attack speed, that'd be nice to have right now. Our attack speed's increased by a bit. How deep we got? We got very deep what we got right now. How much osmium? 19. We'd still need a bit more osmium. It says other ores, there's more aluminum. So you are a separate aluminum thing. Well, good to know I can't grab you now. I mean, I could when I have empty inventory, I could. You're a separate aluminum. I think we'd be good with tungsten for a while. I think I sit out that much down on tin. More lead. Oil! 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 God damn it, oil. Oil pockets. Good and bad. Good because we're near an oil pocket. Bad is gonna be a pain ass to mine. There's lava. Magnesium is like going up slowly. That's a monster trap. I think that's not what we want to touch. No. I won't try to touch that because that will cause some master issues. So, for what we got these deep far and what we did in the stream, I'm proud. Proud of what we did. Is that more uranium? Uranium. Let's see another. That's a mimic. We have what? Allow us to jump higher. I already jump higher. I don't need that. I need that. I can jump higher no matter what. But I think that's gonna be it for the mine for this session. We got a decent amount of ore. We got a stack of iron, which could be more. Where are things? We got some aluminum. We got platinum. We got tin. We got manganese. We got lead and osmium. Pretty bit more osmium, but what we got at least enough to start. What we need to start with. So that's that. And tin is really essential too for later. There's the natural gas area. There's the mimic fucker. He's guys up there in his little cabin. Before I go forward down, how far is it? Looks like there are more spawners down here. Some more ores, bucks of it. Ravine. Before natural gas, bunch of marble, looks of it, or limestone. No diamond, no near diamonds, besides some iron. Coal. Now we're going down there right now. But we're in a natural gas pocket though. But it's deadly. So. Deeper I go, the dangerous it gets. That's an understatement. We have so much iron right here, we're basically skipping through. But again, I don't have inventory space or the bag yet. And I need to find get wool. I guess I get fucking sheep. Yep, I gotta build a sheep farm later or get a fucking pen for sheep. Because we're gonna need wool and that's gonna be essential for our freaking goddamn power. Here's the other side of this, so. Oh boy. We got a squad here. That's a dungeon. That's a fucking dungeon. Where, oh, where are you gonna be? Oh, shit. That's not a dungeon, it's a spawner up there. There you are. These takes care of the fucking spawner up there, at least for now. No good with the freaking arrows on my back. But that's what I'll worry about later. Got more charged quartz. We begin that process. As more osmium, the better is what we're looking for right now. I just want to have a stack of osmium. copper, iron, copper, tin, aluminum, galactic aluminum. Just get some regular chests. That's the end of my torches. Full of gunpowder and sand. That's fine enough for me, so just junk. But I think that's the best we can do, really. Oh, there's more aluminum. Come to Papa. Now we got for aluminum cinders. We got 20, half a stack, almost half a 20 of aluminum. Good, 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 good. Give me all those, because I need quartz. Better charge quartz. Alright. I think that's all set for us to go on our merry way for end of this session. On Mr. Mausium. And there we go. Just what I wanted. Waypoints, let's get out of here. Alright. Good haul, good haul. Obviously toss that in there. And there we go. Now I'm back as good as new. Besides that, another bucket. Some string. As for ore standards, we got all this stuff. Parts of me think I want to get the talisman repair up and going right now. We got the diamonds, we got the coal. We don't smelt the iron yet. Honestly, I think that's better to save that for next time. Alrighty, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm not promising anything, but I expect more streams than normal this upcoming week, because one of my parents are gone, and I can actually do some more streams with this. But I'm quite excited. I hope you guys enjoy this thing. Leave a like and subscribe.